Hey, make sure you buckle up and brace yourself for heart-pounding chases and plot twists that are more thrilling than the movies. If you want to feel like you're on a roller coaster without leaving your seat, then welcome to COPSCAM Police US. Now let's go. A chilling and mysterious moment captured on a police body cam. What seemed like a routine encounter at a convenience store hides an unexpected twist.
Hello? 911, what is the address of your emergency? It is 13660 Fair Valley Road. Is that a business or? Hello?
It's a business. It's a business now.
Okay, what's the name of the business?
Art as a AMPN on Bear Valley and Amaizing.
Okay, do you need police or paramedics?
No, I need the police. I have a customer that went inside the restroom and she says that she's with the guy. The guy's outside in a silver Altima and he is threatening her and he has a gun. And I can't get a plate number. He doesn't have
Okay, so I'm sorry, the guy's in the bathroom?
The girl is in the bathroom, the girlfriend.
So who told you this information? The guy. Okay.
Far.
I know, but who told you the information? The guy or the?
Asked me to call you, the girl.
Okay, and she's in the bathroom?
She's in the bathroom.
Okay, just a minute.
On December 1st, 2023, a 911 emergency call reported a woman hiding in the bathroom, threatened by her boyfriend with a gun outside the car. The silver Nissan Altima had no license plates. The police immediately responded.
Hey, brother, do me a favor. Come here. Hey, stop. Foot pursuit. Fuck you up.
As the police approached, the suspect got out of the car and stormed into the convenience store with a gun in hand. The officers immediately gave chase. And then, the sound of gunfire echoed between the aisles.
Sam 5, I'm hit. Shots fired.
The officer was shot multiple times, but despite the pain, he remained calm and determined to complete his mission, ultimately taking down the suspect. The incident unfolded in the blink of an eye, highlighting the danger of situations that seem harmless. The bravery and quick response of the deputy may have saved many lives that day. The incident broke out at the Kohl's store in Homestead. 4 suspects were stealing items, and when the police got close, they rushed out the back door, jumped into a stolen U-Haul van, and sped off at a terrifying speed.
And then several people took off in that stolen white Chevy van. Homestead officers tried stopping the van, but it got onto the turnpike and started heading northbound. Florida Highway Patrol troopers caught up with it around Kendall Drive, and you can see them use a pit maneuver near Northwest 106th Street to try and stop the van, but it just keeps going. They try it again, sending the...
Florida police repeatedly performed PIT maneuvers. The car spun, hit a wall, but kept pushing forward. It was eventually surrounded. Then, it spun 180 degrees and reversed against traffic. And in that moment, something unbelievable happened.
Inside, get out. That's when the chase takes an even more terrifying turn. You see the driver in a dark-colored shirt get out and crouch on the ledge of the overpass with his hands up, then edge of the overpass with his hands up. Then, a man in a white shirt gets out of the back and also climbs onto the ledge. An officer grabs him just as he goes over the side and is suddenly dangling there above Northwest 121st Way. As law enforcement officers desperately work together to hold on, the man's shirt actually comes up as they try to grip whatever part of him they can. Finally, they're able to pull him back up into safety and take all 4 people into custody.
As his accomplices surrendered, a man in a white shirt suddenly climbed onto the bridge railing, hanging precariously. The police managed to grab him in time and pulled him to safety. The van was confiscated, and the case continues to be investigated further. Despite the ban, Perez Garcia drove into the casino parking lot. When the police arrived, he crashed into a patrol car, threw a defiant note out the window, and fled. However, an unfortunate incident occurred.
Story of the Hard Rock. Pardon me, cover. Code 3, second story. I'm 10-4, code 3.
White color, code ring, 911, going away. Male subject. On point, one time, he's going toward the exit. He's coming towards the main exit. The Hard Rock parking lot. He's going down to the main exit.
Perez Garcia turned back, rammed the patrol car hard, then stepped out wielding a crude weapon, a metal chain with a heavy object at the end. Both officers were forced to retreat under threat and responded with their handguns.
Drop it! Drop it right now! Back off! Put it down!
Shot fired, roll medical, 2-3.
11 shots were fired, 9 striking Perez Garcia. Police provided first aid on the spot, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. No one wants to end a shift with gunfire, but in that moment, they had no choice. On November 5, 2022, the stolen Dodge Ram was spotted at a gas station in Chambly. When the suspect noticed the patrol car, he rammed into it to flee, not knowing that 3 police vehicles were already in position to trap him. In just seconds, 4 police cars charged in, surrounding the Dodge Ram from all directions. With no escape, the suspect was trapped, and the pursuit ended before it even began.
Coming to you. Can you get the window down?
This is her will. This is her car. That girl in that black.
I don't care. You get out. Get out.
Climb out!
Don't
Climb out!
What else you get out?
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. I lay down. I'm not doing nothing, bro. Give me your hand. Don't hurt me, bro. Please, bro.
The suspect was arrested on the spot without resistance. Upon searching the vehicle, the police discovered a gun, a key piece of evidence that escalated the seriousness of the case.
Don't hurt me, bro. Please. I ain't got nothing on me. I ain't got shit on me.
That's all right. Put your hand on you right now.
Greensboro police were dispatched after several 911 calls reported a man wielding a machete and a knife, wandering around. When they spotted Ruiz, he refused to comply with orders to drop the weapons and fled, making the situation even more dangerous.
Nani? Hey, Green! What? We all drive back Mason. No, never mind. Make tase him.
We got these. Tase him. I got these.
Tase him.
Get a good one.
During nearly a mile-long chase, the police issued commands in both English and Spanish, using pepper spray, a taser, and foam bullets. But Ruiz continued to flee, charging into a densely populated residential area.
Drop it! Drop it!
Hey!
It fell off. There you go. You're 1020.
Hey! Hey, to a file, tell me when! Hey, drop the knife! I will shoot you! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
Hey!
At Randleman Road, Ruiz was surrounded. He raised the machete in a threatening manner with the other hand still holding a knife. Faced with direct danger, the officers opened fire, striking Ruiz multiple times.
Drop it!
Hey!
Got you! Where's the knife? Come on, let's go. Knife!
I got a knife on me, cut him down.
I got you ready.
Ruiz was handcuffed, given first aid at the scene, and later died at the hospital. With a knife in hand and multiple warnings ignored, the final choice was made in a split second. On March 29, 2024, on the I-95 highway, a silver BMW weaved through heavy traffic, endangering everyone's lives. When the police signaled to stop the car, the driver suddenly accelerated and sped off.
That's going to be November Golf X-Ray Alpha 96.
The speed gradually increased, with the police car staying close behind while traffic remained chaotic. People hurried to the side of the road, and the BMW swerved through every turn, with danger just around the corner. The police executed a pit maneuver, causing the BMW to spin out and crash into a series of cars. Maxon was immediately apprehended. The chase ended, but on April 29th, she would face justice for her actions. In serious cases, do you prioritize justice or the opportunity for rehabilitation for the offender? Type C for justice. Type T for rehabilitation. On March 12, 2025, Officer Goulding asked Brandon White to pull over. White initially complied, but as soon as the vehicle stopped, he suddenly opened fire. A gunfight broke out immediately. Despite being injured, Goulding drew his weapon, returned fire, and sought cover. As White grabbed a rifle, preparing to leave the vehicle, Goulding kept shooting, knocking the suspect to the ground. Immediately after the gunfire, police units arrived quickly, providing medical assistance to White before transferring him to the hospital. However, the suspect later died.
I'll get that guy. My car.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just in a meeting. Just over the old budget.
On December 4th, 2021, the police followed closely behind a green truck towing a trailer. The truck sped off at high speeds, constantly changing lanes, forcing the police to maintain a safe distance in an increasingly dangerous situation.
Hey, watch yourself. Go for it, Ricky. Go, Ricky. Watch yourself. Hey, you trying to run for Ricky? You stop him? Very close. Very close. So that's helping when I let them know what's happening to the people now.
The truck went around and around, causing traffic jams and danger.
We're starting 12 minutes, just trying to go through traffic. Got your frontal right and shoulder. Trying to get some pretty high out there at the top.
The truck suddenly veered off the highway, skidded onto the shoulder, and came to a stop. Immediately, the police surrounded the vehicle, preparing for the next move. The police quickly exited the vehicle, drew their guns, approached, and arrested the driver as she attempted to climb into the container truck. She was taken to the hospital while the police secured the scene. Deputy Blazer stopped the Cadillac Escalade for dark window tinting. Everything went smoothly until the smell of marijuana was detected. The driver denied it, but when asked to turn off the engine, he became agitated.
Step him up, please. It's no big deal. I mean, I'm not.
You gonna take me from a license to marijuana, bro?
Listen. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. I'm telling you right now. Stop! Put it in front. Put it in park. Put your hands up.
The police drew their guns, aiming straight at the driver. Rocky panicked, raising his hands, but immediately shifted gears and sped off. The officer was dragged, falling onto the shoulder as the car sped away.
Sir, I'm telling you. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I swear to God. Put your hands up. You put it in park. Sir.
A routine traffic stop suddenly turned into a disaster. What started as a minor violation, like window tinting, escalated with suspicions of drugs and tension, spiraling out of control in the blink of an eye. On the I-94 highway, the bank robber's truck was spotted. The police drew their guns and performed a pit maneuver to stop it, but the driver accelerated and continued fleeing.
He's taking off. I'm behind him. We're still only doing 43 miles an hour. You said vehicle continues 43 miles per hour. I'm trying to get him pulled out here.
The chase continued at a speed of 43 miles per hour, but the situation was extremely dangerous. The police were forced to call in additional units to handle the situation. Finally, the truck was stopped with a pit maneuver, spinning sideways across the road. The police quickly rushed out, weapons drawn. But when the truck door opened, the driver unexpectedly jumped out and fled on foot. In the end, the black suspect was taken down after fleeing a short distance while the white man remained seated in the vehicle and was arrested on the spot. When you try to run in a Charger, but forget that Officer Bird knows how to fly.
One of the 28s, Artist Line, Adam Mary, 64 Henry, AIM, 64H. We've got a white one. We're all going into the second day.
On September 16, 2022, a white Dodge Charger sped down University Avenue at over 120 miles per hour. After turning onto Mitchell, the suspect continued racing straight toward Highway 65.
There's a gate at the end of this, and he's coming back out of it.
Near Hinson Park, the Dodge swerved sharply, crashing through the gate and slamming straight into Officer Bird's patrol car. The vehicle kept going before crashing into a tree, bursting into flames in an instant. The driver stepped out of the thick smoke, raising his hands in surrender as police guns were aimed at him. The patrol car was severely damaged, while the Dodge Charger was now nothing but a heap of burned metal.
One from my unit, one for his, both of them were totaled out.
I'm not sure what they're doing.
The silver Nissan Armada sped at 109 miles per hour, exiting the highway. When the suspect lost control and skidded onto the shoulder at Cliff Drive, the police closed in, but he quickly turned back onto Greenwood and continued fleeing.
Headed Cliff Drive, we're back on Greenwood. Speed traffic, they're about to...
Passing the red light.
They just barely missed the line of gearing. Now going towards
The officer performed a pit maneuver, causing the Armada to lose control and crash into a traffic light pole at the intersection. The driver quickly jumped out of the vehicle and fled on foot, but couldn't escape the relentless pursuit of the police. Just seconds later, the suspect was tackled and subdued. The vehicle was towed away and the suspect was handcuffed. Officers cleared the scene, bringing the tense pursuit to a close. On July 4th, a black BMW 335 sped through a speed check area. When the police signaled to stop, the driver, Kenneth Fain, not only ignored the order, but also made a sharp turn, driving against traffic and triggering a pursuit. The police chased at 130 miles per hour as he swerved and overtook trucks recklessly, creating an immense danger. With heavy traffic, the police had to wait for the right moment to act. As they neared the Chapel Hill exit, Fain waved his hand out the window in an unclear manner. With traffic thinning out, the opportunity to end the chase finally appeared. The police executed a perfect pit maneuver, and the car spun to the side of the road. Fane surrendered. Inside the vehicle, officers discovered a Glock 26, marijuana, a 50-round magazine, and an open bottle of liquor. Fane fled because his license was suspended, but he was arrested and taken to jail to face charges: reckless driving, evading arrest, and possession of weapons and drugs. On Independence Day, Fane took his own freedom away. You think a school bus is just for taking kids home? Not today. On May 30th, a stolen school bus from Cincinnati raced down Tri-74, nearly flipping as it hit the shoulder, then sped on. Despite police SUVs chasing closely, it swerved wildly on the grassy edge, kicking up dust. The bus sped through a cemetery, swerving between tombstones before crashing into a field. The police quickly closed in, drawing their weapons, ensuring the suspect had no chance to escape. The door of the bus swung open, and the suspect was apprehended on the spot. Murdoch now faces charges of resisting law enforcement, reckless driving, possession of stolen property, and property damage. The Toyota Camry stopped on I-675, but as soon as two officers approached, the car suddenly sped off, weaving through the busy streets.
South. Get off the shortcut. Hold it a minute. Westbound Forest Parkway. Black Hawk 1 radio. Good. Turn in southbound on Quick Trip Way. Black Hawk 1 radio entering Quick Trip parking lot. Speed buddy. 41.
The Camry continued its dangerous driving, running through intersections and turning into a Quick Trip gas station. Suddenly, it crashed hard into an SUV parked on the side of the road. The suspect immediately fled on foot, leaving behind a chaotic scene. Within seconds, the police surrounded and subdued the suspect. He admitted to having fled from law enforcement multiple times before. Do you think the punishment should be harsher for repeat offenders? Type 1 if yes. Type 2 if it should still be treated as a first-time offense. A breathless chase unfolded between the police and the SUV, weaving through dozens of streets in Los Angeles at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, forcing commuters to swerve in panic. At Colfax and Irwin, the SUV collided forcefully with a white car while attempting to turn right. The driver immediately jumped out and fled into a residential area, with the police in pursuit and a helicopter following closely. The suspect jumped over a fence, ran through the backyard, and hid under a porch, but the police didn't relent. After a tense standoff, he was arrested. The passenger in the SUV was also taken into custody shortly after. On August 26, 2024, Quamaine Rose fled the scene in a Chevy Equinox, speeding over 100 miles per hour, weaving through turn lanes and running red lights at School Road, creating danger everywhere. The suspect sped through a TVI at the intersection, causing the patrol car to crash into bushes. He fled, leaving behind stolen goods from Walmart. The car was towed, and the items returned.
I'm good, go ahead.
On September 7th, police spotted a suspicious vehicle matching a stolen car report. As they blocked its path, the driver immediately hit the gas and sped off, dragging all of Charleston into a breathless pursuit.
But you can show me calling out pursuit 232. She is 1080, taking a right on Dorchester right now. No traffic, speeds are 40. In the median right now, passing the Sicko. 232, go around. We can go around. Take primary. I got Jack. Guys are passing leads right now. Speeds are 80 miles an hour. We're in lane 1. No traffic. Speeds are 100. We just passed over the near lane 1. You guys left turn signal on. Looks like she's gonna go stand by. Yeah, Niagara. No, she just passed by. Left on Constitution. Yeah, she's on Constitution. There's no traffic. Speeds are 40 miles an hour. Right on Ranger Drive. Olympia, no traffic. Speeds are 50. No traffic. Still on Ranger. Parallel on the interstate right now. Alright, we're coming up to the 90-degree turn on Ranger. Coming back out right now, passing Martha. Yep, taking right on Martha.
Knocked about 3 or 4 times. They have black masks on.
Copy, right on the weed.
This is a dead end.
The chase ended when the suspect vehicle crashed into a fence. heavily damaged and forced to stop. 3 suspects immediately jumped out and fled on foot. The police quickly apprehended the 3 suspects, who faced charges of car theft and resisting arrest and would pay the price for their reckless actions. On December 20th, 2023, a stolen 2021 Dodge Challenger raced down the highway, crashed straight into a patrol car, and continued to flee into the darkness.
B20, hold up, B20, hold up, hold up. Careful, you'll hit you. B20 Newport, we're headed south back towards 67. He's got damage to the back end. He's losing it. He's going to try to get back to the trailer park if he can get him fitted. GBI, he's in the ditch.
On Terra Road, Officer B20 executed a TVI maneuver, spinning the Challenger and sending it crashing into the east side ditch. But the suspect still didn't stop. Branch jumped out of the car and ran. The officer quickly pursued him, apprehending him behind an apartment building. Without further incident, Branch was arrested and faced serious charges. The police approached the suspicious vehicle, but immediately the suspect hit the gas, turned around, and fled. Recklessly weaving through narrow streets, he evaded capture among the dense traffic. The police closed in, forcing the suspect to pull over. The patrol car crashed, but the officer got up and stood his ground. After a brief standoff, the suspect surrendered. When speed outruns reason, consequences are inevitable. The stolen red SUV sped through South Los Angeles, weaving on and off the 110 freeway, making sharp turns through the streets, driving recklessly and dragging the entire city into a heart-pounding chase.
Started this about a half an hour ago, working its way around the South LA area now. Just got off the freeway. We're on Flower, coming down back towards the 110. Just turned on 38th Street here, going back underneath the 110 freeway. So we've been circling this area for a bit. He even came to a stop on the freeway, and now getting back on the southbound 110 freeway here as we work our way around. So it's just been a very weird pursuit. They've been talking to him on the radio or on the telephone, and so right now he does not want to give up. And I'm going underneath the 11 at 900. Continuing on here as we continuing south on the 110 now, picking up speed here as we work our way back down towards Gage. Like I said, they've been on the phone with him trying to figure out what's going on. He is wanting to give up, but he says he's afraid of the police, and they've negotiated all they could. Westbound coming up to, I believe this is Figueroa on that side of the hill, and then turn back northbound. Whoa, or northbound, right? Wing turbulence there. So as we continue around, back northbound on Figueroa from Gage. And so as we continue on here, you see it's just kind of circling the same area here, working around, and so we're just kind of hanging out a little bit of a distance on, giving the LAPD area room to work as we continue here northbound Figueroa. Just went through that intersection, almost got that car as we continue north here on Figueroa through Slauson. I'll go on out your right door. You're good. Now on 54th eastbound from Figueroa here, coming back up underneath the 110 freeway. As you see right now, he's turning back to the north. And this is the service road that's on the side of the 110 freeway. And turning back underneath the freeway. So we're just going to kind of hold out here and let him run around. And because he gets to a point where you just can't stay with him because he's making so many turns. So we'll lose him on some of the turns here. So as we work our way around, he's back up on off of 52nd Street. There he is right there, going through, making a U-turn here, making a U-turn. That's a one-way, just kind of circling.
Rotate 3 rounds.
And back on 55-4 in Flowers where he did all that. Now he's coming on the east side of the freeway and back southbound. And this is going to take him down into the residential track here. So he's going to be kind of trapped in here. Another little roundabout here, right at 5-3, 5-5, I mean. And now he's on the side of the road talking to some homeless people here. And I don't know what's going on there. A little handoff maybe. And now the units are just sharking the area. They're not engaging. They're not getting engaged. They've told to drop their engagement, and now they're kind of just circling the area here.
The suspect suddenly came to a stop near a homeless shelter, quickly exchanged items, and then sped off again. A baffling move in the middle of the high-speed chase.
Right now, there's 2 units in behind him. And then we continue on here northbound, coming back up to 5-4. At 5-4, he's going to turn to the east. Yeah, a little head fake there. Now continue north. So it is a stolen vehicle, we understand now. And like I said, they have cell phone contact with this suspect, and it's just a matter of getting him into an area where they can either pit him or spike strip. But right now, it's just a matter of driving around. Now this is Grand that he's running around right now, making those U-turns and going the opposite direction back to the west. And you see the units kind of keep an eye on him and continuing on. Now here comes up the intersection, gonna back to Grand here, now north. They stopped again, door popping open. Looks like, I thought he was going to get out of there for a second. Looked like he wasn't wearing a shirt, kind of bald head. That was Grand from 5-2, and now on 5-1, coming back over to, I believe this is Broadway, actually, Major Street here that he got up to. Like I said, LAPD not in a hurry to stop this guy. They have all the time in the world. All the time in the world here. He's going to hook at you, come back around, back to the north. And it's a matter of time before they get some units out in front of him with a spike strip.
The police maintained a tactical distance, but the driver played a cat-and-mouse game through Broadway, Vernon, and Wall, constantly turning around and making erratic movements, preventing the officers from closing in.
Now he's stopping again here, coming up to Main. And we're seeing here right at Main Street, 5-4, coming to a stop. We're going to slide, get that church out of the way. Coming to a stop. Now turning to the east. Okay. And as we turn now on, that was Vernon. He's in the a little U-turn here, going to come back south. Oh, there's a bit of a spin out pit. Units are trying to get him here, and now he's going to take off here on Vernon eastbound. So he tried to pit him there, but didn't have enough forward speed to keep it rolling. So here now west on 51st Street, 51st Street, coming back towards Grand. We've already passed through. I know we're coming up to Main. Excuse me, coming up to Broadway. And he's here slowing down. You see he's got traffic in front of him at the red light. Going to slowly get over the wrong side. Oh, there's a spike strip. He just drove over the spike strip. Very good. Good job, guys. Northbound on Broadway. And there he is making a U-turn. I think he might be dragging that spike strip. Yep, he's dragging it.
Spike strips were deployed at the intersection of Broadway and 51st Street. The SUV ran over them, blowing out a tire, but the driver recklessly sped off, dragging the device beneath the vehicle.
Driving towards police cars. That's going to make this thing end. And now you see a police car just driving into him, driving into the curb. Very good. And just blocking him in. But he is fighting his way out of that. And hopefully this unit can just shove him right into a car. Bang! Right there. That poor guy waiting for the light. And the units are going to get in and block him front, back, and on the side. And continue on here. What a good job.
At the intersection, the police performed a precise pit, forcing the red SUV onto the shoulder and into the silver SUV. The vehicle was blocked, and the suspect quickly crawled through the driver's window to surrender.
To maneuver, since we're working under the LAX surface area, which keeps it down low due to the jet traffic, but now we're going to move back in here. You saw that ramming seat hanging out the window and talking with the officers. So they're going to now go into a crisis negotiation. He's crawling out of the window. Oh, good. He's going to cooperate here. So that's the best thing that he could possibly do today, is give up to the police and go ahead and head off to jail. But you can see him getting out of the car, sliding over, and then the officers will take him into custody. Very good. Very good. Yeah. But you saw that officer there from 18? Yeah, from southeast got in on this, and he just buried it in that driver door and just took him around as he tried to drive away from it, bringing this to an end, shoving him right into that car, and then the other two units blocking him in. So what a good end to this, to be able to get this thing stopped without any really injuries to two civilians on the road, except for that poor guy parked there trying to wait for a red light. You see that silver car right there, that Ford. So a little bit of damage to that left rear, but LAPD going to check on that driver, make sure they're okay. And the hit wasn't that hard, but there's personal property damage here that they will deal with. But this suspect taken into custody here on Broadway, and I believe we're right about 5-1 is where we're at. Grab the street sign for me when you get a chance.
County. Good evening.
How you doing, sir?
Good. I'm Sergeant Ivers from the Rusk County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir.
The reason I pulled you over is you blew that stop sign back there.
No, I didn't. I came to a complete stop with that stop sign.
All right.
I mean, I did. I came to a stop.
No, you didn't. So.
What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean?
Step out of the vehicle for me.
Okay. I mean. Can you show me that I blew?
Step out of the.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
Turn around, put your hands right there real quick. You got anything on you? You shouldn't keep your hands out of your pocket.
I wasn't. I don't have anything on me, officer.
Put your hand behind your back.
Officer, I don't have anything on me.
Behind your back.
Officer, why are you? What? Can you just tell me, officer? Please, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for? Please, please. Officer, please.
517 County. 517 County.
Stopped for a traffic violation, the suspect resisted fiercely during handcuffing. The confrontation ended with a gunshot, and the suspect collapsed after running about 20 steps.
36, 525 and 32 are headed that way.
The chase intensified as a smuggling suspect sped off, employing dangerous tactics. The vehicle got stuck and the suspect was arrested along with the smuggled goods. Under heavy rain, the truck driver ignored stop orders, sped through slippery roads and turned into a cornfield. The suspect abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot, but was quickly apprehended by PRF, seizing 10,000 packs of smuggled cigarettes.
Positivo, que é sério, TKS. Fica aí. Fica aí. 721. Vai lá.
A truck driver high on cocaine ignored warnings and sped dangerously on the highway, forcing cars to swerve. Despite 5 flat tires, he fled 39 miles, causing chaos.
A gente não consegue ultrapassar esse caminhão, sabe? na mão, meu Deus. Ah, pegaram, era o carguinho lá. Tá fazendo a volta, ó. Olha o cargo, estão querendo pegar o cara lá, lá. Nossa senhora. Pegaram o carguinho, pegaram. Meu Brasil, olha essa situação. Olha o helicóptero lá em cima. Lá. Ui, tá louco. Pegar o cara. O cara que escorreu.
Finally, police coordinated effectively to subdue the driver despite his resistance. The suspect admitted to using cocaine while driving and now faces multiple serious charges.